Uh, can the Forged in Flames, it's a bit of a cliche that, isn't it? But, you know, forged in flames, you know, been through the fire, you know, tempered steel, hardened through the fierce furnace of friendly fire? Nah, unfriendly fire. Okay, that's what it was. I forged in hell, withstood the fiery darts from Satan. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's quite good. He looks like he's actually, you know. I was watching the Arnold Schwarzenegger doc, you know, the Netflix Arnold Schwarzenegger series, right? I thought it was quite good, right? Reading his book, just bits of it, and it's basically the same flavour of that, you know, the, like, motivational, you know. I watched Hercules, I got the blueprint, so I want to be that guy. I'll do the win Mr. Olympia multiple times, and then I'll go into film, and it's quite, you know. I thought it was quite shocking how bad some of his early films. That's quite inspirational, isn't it? Don't be afraid to fail in public. And he failed quite a few times. And there is no fail, first attempt in learning. But he failed. He wasn't very good, was he? Let's face it. But he was prepared to. Some of the early stuff was shocking. And my point is that, what's your favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger film? I think Commando was his best. Because the reason why I've got a different opinion, different view of Arnold Schwarzenegger is because the very first Arnold Schwarzenegger film I saw was arguably his best, Commando, 85. I think that was his peak. And all this shit, all the crap films where he was practicing, he wasn't quite there. And then Commando fucking nailed it. You know, really quite good. So I benefited from not having seen any of his shit work. So I saw him in his best film. The first film I saw of him was his best film. And then when you see it at 12 years old, or whatever I was, 13 years old, you go, it really has quite an impact. It's quite good. I was talking about this the other time, like, that it was quite a beautiful thing that my parents were quite kind of straight-laced, quite conservative. You know, the word fuck comes on a screen, you can't even... Didn't watch that, did it? You know, and then we weren't allowed to watch anything that was remotely, you know, adult orientated. So then when I went to my friend's house, his parents were the fucking opposite. So it was like, woo, I'm on holiday, I'm watching all these fucking amazing films. Ken, tits and shagging and fighting and swearing, and it's just so great. It was like, it was really quite nice. That made quite an impression on me, that film. It was quite good. It was a good film. I thought it was good. I thought it was really quite good. It was a bit camp. I think that was because I think the guy that played Bennett, I think he was gay. So, but I think Commando was his best work. It was believable. It was believable that he took on the entire platoon of a South American army single-handedly. That was believable, wasn't it? But you know. It's the feeling. I think it was the visceral feeling that you got from it. It wasn't like, fuck the story. It's quite a simple story, you know. Quite a simple story. I'll have to get my daughter back, so I have to go one last job, you know. I have to do one last job, you know, to get his daughter back, and he has to, you know, fight them all single-handedly. What I liked about it, like, fuck the story. It was just a vehicle for him to do his thing. It's like I say, it was a visceral experience. It wasn't really a cerebral palsy, cerebral experience. It was more of a visceral, you know. It's you get a good feeling from it. You know, I think that's what a lot of modern films lack, to be quite honest. Where's the fucking soul? Where's the makes you, you know, gives you that feeling. You know, I think that's what a lot of modern films are missing. Are clinical. They didn't have the, at least the ones that, like, I've tried to watch stuff like Vikings and all these other things, and you go, yeah, fine, but I get bored. I'm like, I don't like this. It doesn't have a, it doesn't move me. I want to be moved when I watch the film. You know, I want to be moved. I want to get a good feeling from it. You know what I mean? That's really what's missing in a lot of modern films. But maybe I've just not seen the right ends. But you know, I think a lot of the 80s films, they had that, didn't they? You know, but you know, motivational. It was like, you know, quite good. I was gonna watch like The Witcher and Last Kingdom and Vikings and stuff like that, but I'm going. Am I gonna enjoy watching them, or is it gonna be like, oh, this is more of an education? It's boring. You know, you know, you want to be moved when you watch a film, don't you? You don't, you know. But that's my conclusion. I think he did well. Commando was good. He did well in Commando. The acting was actually quite believable. As I say, I hadn't seen all this shit stuff. So the acting was good for what it was. It was good. It was believable. You know, he actually was believable. Less is more. You know, he found his feet. What's the expression? He found his groove in that film, and he really shone. I think he did a good job there. What do you think? Set your comments below. Ken, what else am I gonna do? Sit and watch fucking YouTube shite in my YouTube feed. This is better. This content I'm doing right now is better than any shite thing I see in my YouTube feed. They're saying the same old boring thing over and over again. It's like they're addicted to the same fucking thing. At least I'm trying to break up the fucking energy, you know what I mean? Say something new. Break it up, kind of like Captain Beefheart. Say something new. Even though I'm just talking nonsense, you know. At least it's not like formulaic, you know. They say the same intro every time, and then be sure to follow me on Instagram, because I didn't have a proper job and I'm, you know, sitting here in a room. I think that's the problem. A lot of folk are just like being led, lambs to the slaughter, led by shite YouTube content. They're addicted to hearing the same message said slightly differently over and over and over again. There's got to be something better in 2025 than that, you know. Surely, you know.